Hello out there, thanks for tuning in this video about parallel and perpendicular lines in a coordinate plane. First, let's remember some things from our algebra days about slope-intercept form and point-slope form. So this is slope-intercept form where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. This is point-slope form where m is the slope and x comma y is any random point on the line. All right, so question 1 says find the equation of this line passing through these 2 points in slope-intercept form. The first thing we have to do if we don't have the slope is find the slope. So let's do that right now. Y minus y over x minus x, 2 over -1 or -2. So even though it says slope-intercept form, we're always going to start in point-slope form. So pick one of these points, whichever one you want. I'm going to use 3, 5. And let's write this in point-slope form. So there's point-slope form. Now if we distribute the -2, and add the 5, we get our slope-intercept form. Number 2, given the graph to the right, find the slope of the line. All right, so let's find 2 points that are easy to look at here. There's one right there and one right there. And then goes down 1, right 2. So our slope is -1/2. Write an equation of a line in point-slope form perpendicular to the graph line. So that means our slope is going to be 2, right? We want point-slope form. So pick any point that you want. All right, our final answer is going to be in this form. We can use any point that we want for this one. How about the point 2, 4? So y minus 4 equals 2, x minus 2. But again, we can use any point that we want for that. C, write an equation of a line in slope-intercept form parallel to the graph. So our slope is going to be -1/2. And again, even though it says slope-intercept form here, we could start in point-slope form, or we could start in slope-intercept form, whatever we want. But we know our final answer is going to look like this. Y equals -1/2 x plus or minus some number. You can pick any y-intercept that you want except for the one that's on there. So we cannot use 2. You could pick any number but 2. So how about -1? As long as you don't pick +2, it will be correct. Number 3, given this graph, find the slope of this line. Well, this is a vertical line, and remember that all vertical lines have slope that is undefined. All right, an equation of a line perpendicular to this graph line. So perpendicular to a vertical would have to be a horizontal, right? So a horizontal line has equation y equals. So you can write down y equals any number that you want, any real number that you want. 4, 7, -8, 30,000, whatever you want. I'm going to use -3. Write an equation of a line parallel to the graph line. So parallel would be another vertical line, right? Vertical lines are written as x equals. You can write x equals anything you want except -3. So any number but -3 will be fine. I'm going to use +4. Number 4, given this line, y equals 3x plus 6, write the equation of the line in point-slope form that is perpendicular to the line and passing through the point -3, 6. All right, so perpendicular, we want opposite reciprocal slope. So that means our slope is going to be -1/3 and passing through this point. And we want point-slope form. So y minus 6 equals -1/3 x plus 3. And that's it. That's our answer. For B, now we're using slope-intercept form, and now we're going to be parallel. So our slope here is going to be 3. Even though it says slope-intercept, we're going to start in point-slope. So y plus 1 equals 3 times x minus 8. Now to get this into slope-intercept, we're going to distribute the 3 and subtract the 1. Number 5, given a line y equals -3/2 x minus 4, write the equation of the line in point slope that is parallel to that line. All right, so parallel, we know we're going to use -3/2 as our slope. And again, point slope form, so y minus 6 equals -3/2 x plus 3. Point slope form, we're done. And B, so we have a slope of positive 2/3 We're going to start in point slope form again. Y plus 2 equals 2/3 x minus 6. But we need to get it into slope-intercept form. So distribute the 2/3 and then subtract the 2. Okay. Number 6. Given that PQ goes through these 2 points and line R has that equation, are PQ and R parallel, perpendicular, or neither? So let's look at the slopes. The slope of this one is -4. How about the slope of PQ? 12 minus 3 over -2 minus 1. So 12 minus 3 is 9. -2 minus 1 is -3. That would be -3. They're not the same, so they're not parallel, and they're not opposite reciprocals, so they're not perpendicular. So these two are neither. Question B. This is supposed to be an E right here. Sorry about that. So our lines DE and line T, parallel, perpendicular, neither. All right, so let's do DE first. So the slope of DE would be 11 minus 3 over -8 minus -4, which is 8 over -4, which is -2. The slope of T, if we have to get this in y equals, so we divide everything by 4 here. We get y equals -2x plus 9/2. But all that matters is our slope right here is -2. The slopes are the same, so these two lines are parallel. At this point, there are 3 more slides. I'd like you to pause this video, try these last 3 slides on your own. When you are finished with all 3 slides, you can come back and check your answers. Here's the answer to the first slide, number 7. You can pause the video here if you need to look at it more. Number 8. You can pause the video here if you need to look at it for a longer period of time. And number 9. Thank you very much for tuning into our video today. I hope you learned something about parallel and perpendicular lines, and I hope to see you again soon.